Hey everyone, welcome back to FTB Infinity Evolved, and we're back on the SS Bentley with a captain feeling much better and in quite a destructive mood. In fact, I've been tearing and ripping things apart. Actually, I've been looking for a source of lag around my base. I don't want to say it's the server because my connection to the server is just fine. The server seems to be doing just fine at that, but I don't know, I just seem to have some issues around my base, and I went ahead and clipped this out just to see, because it's usually in this area I seem to have like an issue. Right now it seems to be not as bad, so I'm thinking maybe that's what it was. And when we look this way, you remember when we looked, oh, there it is. Actually, it's doing it again. I was gonna say, when we look this way, it's, yeah, well, I don't know. I'm still looking for it, but I was actually starting to get what we had back there over here. And I really don't like that, especially when this is an area where I'm doing a lot of work in. Don't really want a whole bunch of that jitteriness everywhere, so I don't know. I might have to do a little bit more rethinking, but I remade ourselves some more range upgrades. It's taken me 3 range upgrades to actually get this to connect to our nuclear reactors. You can see we got about another hour left currently, which I think we're doing a pretty darn good job. I've been just kind of poking around a little bit after getting all sick and stuff, and I do want to be doing some building very, very soon. I am going to be doing that very soon. I got a lot of work left to do here on the airship and making it all look nice, but 534 millibuckets worth of UU matter. I can't wait. In fact, these, oh yeah, got about another hour left on them. As soon as these guys burn out, I am going to be making us another 7 of these to replace, and probably want to set up a system at some point where we don't even have to worry about that. We just have it, you know, automatically do it. So, with that all being done and said, I kind of want to change up the pace a little bit. I want to do something a little bit different. Today, I had a little bit of an issue. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but we had an attack on the SS Bentley due to a creeper. Yes, creepers be creeping, and apparently being shot at the side of our airship, blowing big holes in the side of them, and destroying machines that I really, really needed for today. Like the metal former, and the fluid canning machine was also another one that kind of bit the dust here. I also made some more of this stuff down here. This was for the range upgrades. This is the IC2 coolant. Go ahead and break this, and we'll pop it down right there where I initially had it before. So today, oh, also made another adjustment. I needed to fix this. I've been having some issues. I placed in an active supplier module inside of our MK2 chassis here, and I kept noticing items on the ground, and I was like, you know what, I don't know, maybe that's just because I was logging in, and, you know, maybe because chunk loading or something. I was like, I'm not sure. Then I looked at this thing, and I saw the items were actually sitting in there, so I was like, wait a minute, so they're not actually going in there. I went ahead and moved it to see if that was actually the issue, and still was kind of doing it. So I went and swapped this over to an active supplier module to keep an infinite amount of ores supplied to this chest. So anytime they actually make their way into our network or our system, or actually in this case, our chest down here, it's going to automatically send it upstairs because I set to this a provider module. So yeah, I figured that wouldn't be a bad idea. So a little provider module there, so that way we can actually access it and tell it, hey, that's where you need to go. Apparently, I think our quarry is either finished or Digger's having some problems, because I actually teleported earlier to Digger, and I had a few problems. And with that being said, I actually want to make something. Today's theme is going to be around teleporting, because in getting around, and a little bit of a problem getting back out of there, and it could have been easily solved thanks to RF tools. What I want to make is a charged porter. This little fella right here is a lifesaver, especially in a situation that I was in, which I was trapped underneath bedrock. So we're gonna make this guy real quick. We're just gonna need ourselves some ender pearls. Let's grab 4 of those little guys. We're gonna need, I believe, what was it, 2 pieces of iron. Hopefully my brain's working today. I would really like that. And then we're also going to need some redstone. So we'll make a block of redstone real quick. And where we're actually going to hook this up for the time being is not where you would think. Where we're going to actually hook the... Oh, I think that goes there. Is at spawn. So let's go ahead and hook this up here because I do not have a receiver. What we actually need for this guy is a matter receiver. And that's going to hook it up. So this is an RF... Wow, that's just... that was distracting, I'm sorry. So it says, holding shift over this RF charged item allows you to teleport previously to a previously set matter receiver. Sneak right click on a receiver to set the destination. This is something I've actually been messing around with at Bentley Industries inside of some Mod Life 3-ness. And yeah, we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and just warp to spawn. Actually, hold on a minute. If we do that... We're not going to set that up just yet. I don't trust the warping system currently. It seems to be a little, yeah. I'm just going to, find a nice place to charge this. We have a charging station over in our old temporary base, so we'll get to that in a minute. I do want to make a matter receiver at that also, but that's going to take a little bit more work because we need to make ourselves a machine frame. This being a resonant machine frame. Now, I could get this going, but it's going to take a little while. So let's go ahead and see. How much Enderium do we actually have? Do we have... so-so. We have some Enderium blend, so I could... I got some Pyrotheum going. Do I have any Pyrotheum? Nah. I'll do that a little bit later. I'll get us a nice Enderium machine frame up and running and get us this little fella right here. So this will allow other people to make their way, I believe, here to my base as well, and for me to actually use this in conjunction and just teleport back wherever I'm at in a dimension, and it'll just send me right back to our base. So that's what we're going to be doing, but I want to be poking around today with this. I want to get around a little bit better on my base. Hi. You heard nothing. You heard nothing. I might need you in a minute, actually. You just stand around for a little bit. But yeah, so with that being said, I want to get around a little bit better, and having these are very nice. But we can make them even better without having to stand on them by making ourselves a staff traveling. So if we take a look at this little guy right here from Ender.io, we can see that, well, when held, travel anchors and Ender.io blocks become visible and can be activated by a right click. Shift right click will teleport a player a short distance. So we can also use this to kind of help us get around, and it could solve a little bit of a problem if we are stuck at the underneath bedrock. We should be able to kind of teleport through it with that. So we're going to need some dark steel, but this is going to be the main item we're going to be needing, and we'll probably be needing this machine at some point later as well for some other little gizgasmos we're going to be playing with. We're going to need the soul binder machine. We're also going to probably want to make ourselves some solarium, which is alloy smelter. I think that's pretty much all we need is the soul binder here. Vibrant crystal. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so we're going to need some Enderium. Let's see, Enderium. We got the Enderium nuggets we need. All right. Let's go ahead and see. Yep, we got the vibrant alloy nuggets, and we should have the emerald chipset from earlier. Okay, easy stuff. And what does this make again? Oh, right, vibrant crystal. I'm trying to focus more on the recipe, more so than everything else. All right, so we have that. Step 1 completed. Step 2, a soul vial. Soul vial is going to require us some solarium. This is an item we haven't made yet, and this is just going to require our alloy smelter. We're going to need a piece of gold and some soul sand. I think we have some soul sand. I hope we have some soul sand. Yes, we do, in fact. Wonderful. Not too much, but I always try to make sure I grab a little bit of everything when and where I can. All right, so alloys only. We'll go ahead and set that in there. This should quickly go ahead and start cooking. Quickly. Okay. I was going to say, I guess this is a loose term. But. What? Oh, it went back. I need to turn that off. I don't like it doing that. All right, and then lastly, we'll just grab ourselves some fuse quartz, and we'll go see if Mr. Enderman's still deciding to hang around, because this is going to make us a soul vial. This allows us to capture entities and such like that, so that we can actually use them for other purposes in Ender.io. So right-click on a mob to capture its soul, and right-click again to release it. So it's also, in a sense, kind of like a lasso, but for also enemy mobs, so that's a good thing. Shh, I don't hear Enderman. Well, this is kind of stinky. Also, guys, I did find that we are having a little bit of luck with these sugarcane seeds. It seems to me like they're slowly but surely actually doing better, which is awesome. I'm really happy about that. Let's actually get that out of there. And we'll just put that in there for the time being. So it seems our little Enderman friend kind of vanished. I guess he decided he didn't want to hang around and see what I was up to. So let's go check topside real fast just to double check and make sure. Make sure he's not up here anywhere. Mr. Enderman, you hanging around? Nope, guess not. All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to make that very dangerous warp off to the end. Hopefully this actually does not destroy us. I'm feeling like I probably should go charge this up first and connect it at spawn. I feel like I'd have a better chance of teleporting to spawn than I would just teleporting straight to the end. So I'm going to make a quick little detour real quick down to our trusty charging table here. And we're actually going to be moving this whole setup, including our biodiesel generator, very soon, because I think this is a perfect kind of setup in a sense to actually make ourselves all of the items that we need, because this thing generates a ton of power, up to 4,096 RF per tick, and right now I'm only using 1,120. So I have to say this is doing amazing at the moment, and this is actually, it should be able to keep up with all of these lasers and making our stuff like really quickly. So I would like to get this moved up to the airship at some point, but first let's go ahead and warp to spawn. I want to show you guys. Right. I think the warping system's currently not working. So I guess I guess we're gonna have to go to phase 2 of our plan, which I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back up here and grab myself some of the cursed earth that we have in our system. We should have a little bit left. And I'm going to see if I can just kind of wait this out. I'm going to let a Enderman spawn. And hopefully we can get him captured inside of our soul vial. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of poke around real quick, guys. No need for you guys to see this. I've already done all of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can find ourselves an Enderman here. Be back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back thanks to Pulpy, Pulp John Fiction on the server as well. He's a Twitch streamer. If you guys aren't familiar, you guys can check him out. He does a fair bit of streaming, especially here on the server, and he's got some pretty cool stuff going on. He's a little bit further along than I am currently, but he went ahead and gave us an Enderman. He tossed us, I guess he just leaves Enderman like sitting around in his cooler or something, trapped. I have no idea why, but he flew on over and dropped me down an Enderman, and I went ahead and blooped him right up into my soul vial here, and then he was off on his way. So we got ourselves a soul vial here with our Enderman soul. We have ourselves our pulsating crystal. Ready, oh, I'm sorry, vibrant crystal, I get those two mixed up. But, yep, vibrant crystal, we got our soul vial with our Enderman inside. Last but not least, we are going to need to make ourselves the soul binder. Now, this is a shaped crafting. We're going to need some more solarium, so let's get some more of this soul sand up and running. Bloop, bloop, bloop. 3, 4 of you. And a little bit of gold on the side. We'll get that up and going upstairs. Up here. So you and you do your stuff. I am going to get my airship fixed one of these days. Holy jeez, man. And it looks to me like we're going to be needing some heads. Now, thankfully, I do have most of the heads that we're going to be needing. I need a zombie head, we're going to need a creeper head, and we're going to need an enderman head. Now, Fred heads look a little strange. I don't know what's going on with Fred's face. I don't... maybe this is a Halloween thing. I don't. It's not Halloween. I was just... Anyway. So, I need a regular skeleton head, and I don't have any regular skeleton heads, but there is a way to make a regular skeleton skull, and that is with a wither skeleton skull. Now, unfortunately, these are pretty rare, and earlier on, I did get a gift from... I can't remember who it was. If I saw their name, I'd probably remember, but they gifted me over a few wither skeleton skulls, and I'm going to go ahead and utilize one of those right now instead of spending all the time to try to get myself a skeleton skull here. So we'll just get ourselves a quick bow and arrow. 1, 2, 3. You need to go away. Go away. There we go. And then we can have ourselves, nice and easily, a skeleton skull. There we are. And I believe this guy goes here. Enderman head on the top. Creeper head on the left side. Zombie face on the bottom. And we'll need a few other things to get this soul binder up and running. We're going to need our machine chassis. So, machine frame. Let's actually just get that out of there because I'm going to need this for... this little guy here, some iron bars. Let's get 4 of those. We're gonna need a couple capacitors. I did make up some more of these things as well because basic capacitors, they're a pain. We just need to set them up finally to craft them automatically because they're just not fun. And it's something we're gonna need a literal ton of. So, do need to get that going at some point in the future. We have ourselves the machine chassis we need. We'll go upstairs, get the other stuff we need. And this should be almost done. Oh, that's what I like to see. A whole bunch of ingots coming in. Nice. All right, little solarium. I do like this stuff, this solarium. It's awesome. I don't know why I like it so much. Okay, I'm thinking I got that mixed up. There we have it. And the soul binder. Used to convert the type of... Wait, what? Used to convert the type of a broken spawner. I'm like, wait, what? Words are not why. This makes sense none. But we'll do that right there so that way he's right on top of the power, ready to go. He's getting filled up, all of the good stuff. All we have to do is place inside of here a soul vial and our vibrant crystal. This is going to require 10 levels of experience from the player. Thankfully, I have 11. Then we click this little button right here. It's going to be doing its work right along the way, and eventually we should be getting what we need. And that will be, wasn't it like an ender or something? Yeah, ender crystal. That's what we're going for. So now, lastly, just this. We're going to need some dark steel. Now, I want to say we should be able to just tell this thing to craft us some dark steel. Yeah, we can just tell this thing to craft us some dark steel. Request successful. And with that being done, we'll have a nice, easier way to actually get in and around our base, especially once we get a few more of the travel anchors up and running, which I do have one set up right here. Let's actually go ahead and rename our actual travel anchor here to the proper name, Machine Room. There we go. So anytime we hover over this guy, it should say Machine Room. I'm thinking about moving this one down here to maybe like here-ish. And we'll call this nuclear UU because it's kind of what we're doing. This is, I don't know, yeah, it's a little far. But with that being as far as it is, we'll still be able to make our way back and forth with the traveling staff because it's really nice that way. All right, there we go. We got our dark steel. That's all we need to finally craft this guy right here, the Staff of Traveling. Now, there's also something else I'm going to try to go make with this as well, because currently we need a way to charge this guy. So we can see we actually can access nuclear UU from all the way down here with the Staff of Traveling in hand. I'm also kind of curious to see if we could maybe get this to hook up all the way back at our temporary base as well. See what kind of range this actually has for us. So let's go right back down here. We're just going to pop it like right in here-ish. See if we can do it. Can we? Whoa, look at that, guys. Machine room right there. So it looks to me like this is going to work out very well in our favor. Now, the only downside to this is that, well, it does require power, and distance is a factor, I believe. So we should be able to make our way back and forth. Look at that. It looks so cool. Nuclear UU. Look at that. And then we can also teleport all the way down here. So much easier, so effortlessly. I love it. But as you can see, we have already used a little bit of power, so I'm thinking might not be a bad idea to make ourselves this guy right here, a wireless charger from Ender.io. Now this might take a little bit more work. We're going to need a new machine called the Slice and Splice. This guy here is also going to require an octadict capacitor and some electrical steel. This should not be too bad to make, and is going to be very beneficial to us, especially if we upgrade our armor to something a little bit different than this. It'll also keep all of our RF tools items that require a charge nice and full. So let's go ahead and see what we need to do to make this guy right here. So let's take a look. Slice and Splice, huh? Let's see. What do we need for you, my friend? The Slice and Splice. We're going to need some more Solarium for one. So, unfortunately, this is going to require a little bit of an issue because we're a little low on the soul sand. And, yeah, we're going to have to make our way to the Nether. So what I'm going to do real quick, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and set up a portal to the Nether real quick. I'm actually going to do this down at our base. I didn't really want to do this before because this generally, when you're playing on a server, kind of makes it to where the... why are you not making me a flint and steel? Did they change that recipe? Oh, actually requires steel. Okay. All right, that's fine. I can deal with this. So anyways, as I was saying, sometimes when you make portals and such on the server, what happens is they wind up linking to other portals and not back where you are. So I'm just going to go ahead and tempt fate here and see if I can actually get a little lucky and hopefully get ourselves back here with no issues at all. So we're just going to place this as a placement block. We're going to make our way to the Nether and hope we can actually get ourselves back home. And with that being said, I will be back in just a minute. After I collect a little bit more soul sand, I'll make some of these items that we already need. And see, yeah, I've already back at someone else's place. Yeah. So I'll be back, but at least we got soul sand right here. When I get all the stuff that we do need. See you guys back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back ready just about to make ourselves our Slice and Splice. Just need a few more things here. We're going to need an iron axe or two, a couple shears, and we should be ready to go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this little fellow right here, Slice and Splice, we can use any head we want, even an Enderman head. I'm going to use Solarium. We're going to put this guy here, and there. We got iron axe on the side, this here in our machine chassis. That'll give us our slice and splice. We're also going to need the extra iron axe and shears for the machine to operate. So let's jump upstairs here and find a nice spot to hook this guy up. I'm going to redo a lot of this later just because it's getting a little nasty looking. But we'll try to make it look better in a bit. Yes, it is raining outside, it seems. But if we place shears and an iron axe right there, all we're going to be needing now for our wireless charger, this little ender resonator, is an enderman head, 2 pieces of solarium, some silicon, and let's see, do we have the silicon? Oh, we do. Nice. Perfect. All right, and then we'll request that. We need some vibrant alloy. Get one of those. Get our enderman head. Oh, guys. See, we're at a point now where we're able to make a lot of really cool stuff. And all of this stuff is actually going to be very beneficial. And we're going to be able to make some really, really cool, like, setups very soon, I think. Just like combining a whole bunch of fun stuff together. That's what I really like to do. But, you know, setting up the basis for it is pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the basis of everything set up currently. So this and that should get us. Oh, yep, it's going. It disappeared. Unless the server. Nope, there it goes. Okay, I was going to say, unless the server ate it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. So while that cooks up, let's see what we need to do for our electrical steel. We're going to need silicon, pulverized coal, and some iron. All right, so we're going to need 7 of these. So let's get 3 more pieces of that. Silicon. Thankfully, we do have some of that. And how about coal? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I am still kind of slightly recovering from my sickness. I feel like I can hear myself sounding like congested still, but no worries, hopefully, and we'll be able to get that over with very soon. So it looks to me like it actually ate that up completely. Wonder if Tinker's construct tools will work in here. In fact, I think they might. And then we can make like an unbreakable one. We don't have to ever worry about it ever again. That would just be awesome. I would love that. All right, we do have to find a nice place to set this up on. I'm thinking, because this side is currently set up for all of our machines upstairs. It is staying full, but when I tend to use my other machines for industrial craft, it does drain power quite a bit. This one is only set up to our logistics pipe system, so I'm thinking we might set up our wireless over here on this engine so that we don't have to worry about that too much. What are you doing? Are you breaking my stuff? Quit breaking my stuff. I don't like it when you break my stuff, man. Do I have everything? I think I have everything. Okay, so we need ender resonator there. And I believe this, and what else did I need? Ah, the octadick capacitor. Ender electron tube. Do I have that? I think I have everything else. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. Let's see. Capacitors. We're going to probably be needing 30, 20? We'll say 20. And we should have the blazing electron tubes. Oops. Yeah, I can kind of figure I'm missing a lot of those. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to need quite a few of them, actually, because I'm going to need 2 of those. So I'm going to need 2 blazing electron tubes. So I am going to have to hook up my thermionic fabricator again real quick. Is that in here? No. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I do have 2 blazer electron tubes. Stop telling me I'm missing one. Just give me all of them. I'm gonna have to like go through and see where it's duplicated at. So I'm gonna be back in a minute, guys. I'm gonna get this octadick thing going real fast and figure out where this thing is hiding at, and we'll be back in just a minute after I find my blazing electron tubes wherever they may be. All right, I found them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use the last 2 that I have. I made up the double layer ones. Here's our octadick capacitor. Let's make our wireless charger, is that right? Yes, it is! Sweet! I've been wanting one of these for a long time. You guys don't even know. I've been wanting these for a very, very long time. We're just going to place him right there. He's going to fill up as quickly as possible. As you can see, look at that. We got ourselves our shredder here, filling up. Everything else in our inventory that takes RF is going to fill up as long as we're in range of our wireless charger. So we should be able to go ahead and just zoom around. As long as we're around our wireless charger, we're pretty much just fine. So yeah, we can come down here and zoom back. We'll have enough, and it'll instantly charge right back. Oh yes! Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Hopefully this has enough power. I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to start setting up inside of our... And we're going to need one of these to set up outside as well. I'm thinking we're probably going to want to start setting up a crafting setup for these things here, because this is going to be producing a lot of power for us, besides just our actual windmills there from immersive engineering. So I'm thinking we'll probably want to set something up for that. I got a lot of cleaning up to do, guys. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff to finish sorting up. I think we're gonna have to start playing around with a better system for sorting at some point. Probably, I don't know if this is gonna be doing it. Now, applied energistics is definitely on the table. I think that is something that we're gonna have to maybe work toward and start thinking about. But in order to get into applied energistics, we have a pretty steep problem in front of us. We're going to be needing an energy acceptor, in order to actually power the entire applied energistics system, whichever way we decide to go with it. And this little fellow right here is going to require 2 blocks of Enderium. That's fine. That's okay. Vibrant alloy blocks, those are okay, and I can make an engineering processor just fine, but we're also going to need 2 enhanced Galgadorian metals from Steve's Carts, which is a smelted large lump of Galgador, which is 9 of these lumps of Galgador, which require stabilized metal, a block of diamond, and some eyes of Galgador, which is gas tiers, and just a whole bunch of unfun stuff. Plus, we still need to make a quantum core, which is going to require 4 nether stars and 4 Resonant alloys, which goes into needing the irradiant uranium, which is that, and the other part, the Cenarium, requires a lot of iridium. So we're kind of slowly but surely working our way towards that. So once we do get ourselves to an applied energistics system, we're definitely going to be a very, very happy camper. But I think that's going to have to wait. Maybe you have to look into something a little bit different for storage for the time being. I'm thinking maybe large diamond chests like this, because these things do look really cool. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find something and go around with it, because we're going to need some large storage like this as well. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But guys, we got ourselves a little ways to get around a lot better. We got ourselves a decent amount of UU matter coming in, and I think next episode is probably going to be a good time to start working on some more UU matter and what we're going to be doing indeed with that. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun stuff coming up very soon, and hopefully some more progress on the airship. We'll see. I got a lot of other stuff to be working with very soon as well. But with that being said, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.